I managed to be 1 minute late because I decided the time to change my test, my stream chest, my stream playout chat settings. Is the time right before the stream starts, like 5 minutes. I don't know, I'm making very smart candid decisions, such as doing that right before. Today, we're doing the 4.2 arc. I'm gonna split into 2 streams because I cannot stream for 5 hours straight doing the Star Quest. No thanks. That is one I haven't streamed that long before. Dude, even if I was capable of that, I would be absolutely destroying my sleep schedule. And again, it's not like I've destroyed it a couple times before. You know, and disturbing people at night. Things I prefer to avoid.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
Honestly, I forgot.
Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on,
Alright,
we've gotta go complete the release procedures now!
Okay. Talk to the receptionist, of course. Gotta get ourselves beast down.
Squall and Fury.
Oh, I definitely should change my team. Definitely any boss battle. Any sort.
Behold.
I still want Bandy for the Mars support. I love you, Bandy. Anyway.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
Okay.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh, quick.
What's happening?
Are you good?
Fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
I guess I couldn't hold back the water for that
Let's
long.
the Duke!
Exit card, they say. Like I could totally just teleport out of this purchase setting. I'm not restricted to this quest area. Time to stage or put the breakout, baby. If you want me, just hold on to my hand, I'll teleport you guys out to the fortress.
Your Grace?
Mr. Duke,
Good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Ooh.
Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Sure.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
You say goodbye.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Yep.
That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
Okay, thank you. Can we get done reflecting and got on with the plot?
Yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then
I'm
be
sorry,
sure to come
but-
back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're
Okay.
not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. Alright, sure. Let's go.
I feel like
Wow,
Wachowski has
you
more
actually agreed.
important things to do.
No worries, you must be busy, but
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
after being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
Not like we'll ever visit
Yeah,
again.
don't worry, we'll come back
Uh-huh.
to see you.
Surely.
Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble.
Can't promise that.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervlev was the one who asked us to come here,
Let's go see
we
Nubilat.
should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervlev? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
I feel like he fought this. Oh my god! I'm getting trolled. Huh? Please check the details. Hello? Was this stuck by few details? Certain. Okay. Let's speedrun this quest. And you suspended the other quest. Huh? Bye. Why does it happen to me? Seems like we gotta do random quest. Okay. That sure is like, I said I was gonna do a couple more shoots. Like a hashtag Betty Dark. I'm finding difficult to make a thumbnail for it. I think it's sort of easy to make it, not that hard to make a thumbnail after completing doing a video for a TCD with making thumbnail beforehand a bit harder. I don't know. I guess I've just been hashtag procrastinating. And then I see my views. Past 24 hours. Betty and Shuho, I've been saying Genshin TC video 7 views. I'm just like, my goodness. People are still watching my outdated TCG videos. They're like 6 months old. The meta has changed extraordinarily since then. There are so many new cards that people use that weren't in the game then. Why guys, why people watching these 6-month-old videos? No, I actually feel like I should play TCG. Oh no. I definitely care and want to read you all this dialogue. This is dialogue quest. There even anything to do with this quest than dialogue. Yeah, I'm not even reading any of this, so maybe this is like important lore. It foreshadows what's gonna happen in the 4.2 quest. It will build the world around Fontaine. Very important. I guess I will talk about you know, I will get right now I have a pilot cut. That looks like not really half, but almost half of my egg for college team of about 2 weeks or so. In the fine there. I really was talking with a friend about like, oh yeah, I wanted to get one of those not cheap column pants. Then she was like, I don't understand why people will get phone. I understand why people want expensive pens. Doesn't the ink dry out eventually? And I'm here like, huh? Well, I didn't say that exactly. But my first reaction in my head was like, huh? You didn't know that inks could be bought separately from. And do you think that if someone bought like a $1,000 one, yeah, I'm gonna buy $1,000 pen. Like maybe someone bought a $100 pen. Just gonna throw the entire thing out and then buy a new pen like a month later. Just to bring one out. That'd be such a waste, bro. Who would do that? This quest is so many archon. Yeah. I don't do this quest right now. I don't read the dialogue, I'm just speedrunning this. Even relevant. Why couldn't they just have like put this quest on hold? That's the thing, they didn't want the world quest, but no, I gotta do this. Amazing. Spectacular. But yeah, fountain pens. What was I talking about? Ah yes, my friend didn't know that you could buy ink refuse, or ink refuse that was a thing that existed even for like cheap $2 pads. So, you know that like super limited edition fountain pads that cost like thousands of dollars or something. I mean, I wouldn't get any of those. I'm not. Even I wouldn't spend that much. I would rather get it on function and not aesthetics, but apparently, I guess if someone finds that about aesthetics nice, I use more like really the point. Oh, it seems like we finally unlocked the archon. I'm buying such an expensive pen and just like throwing it out. Sorry, I didn't know you could do eggs.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Okay, so
Everyone's so busy.
Yeah, when the whole country is gonna be collapsing and everyone's gonna dissolve with water, I guess you'll be busy.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
Oh, what's Furina's doing?
In the meantime, please, have a seat. if you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's alright, we just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Oh, I just banged my foot against the table, so great. Fog. I'm not gonna drink water. You love hydration. And I'm gonna drink it in front of Nuvalet. And apparently open my bottle in front of my microphone so y'all can hear those crisp opening bottle noises. Guys, hydration is pog. Don't dehydrate yourself all day like me. Thank you very much.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, what is the point?
Today should be the
Okay.
day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Yeah, we just
That's right,
signed.
and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Big boy. Big boy.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
It's your mother.
Judging from your description,
It's
that cannot have
Yvette's
occurred
mom.
in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
I guess that makes sense. But what is primordial sea water an entirely different dimension? Do you get immersed in it and just get teleported to, you know, a different place in reality?
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Won't die, bro.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Oh, it is an entirely different dimension. Okay.
Yes? What is it?
What was that, Trevor?
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on
I
the
see, I
surface
see.
near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However,
It's
I
a
still have a
prophecy.
bad feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Rising sea levels.
If the change in water
built
levels is connected
wars.
with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
We're gonna need to build walls to keep the water out. Okay, jokes aside, I think that's the actual thing people do in real life when you counteract against rising sea water.
Nadia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
There are actual cities in your life and stuff that might get affected if the seawater rises too high, because the land is literally below seawater, like, I don't know, at some certain height.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
It's okay. Well, I mean, the Fontanian residents may not be okay. Not really sure what they're gonna do. Oh, I forgot there's a reputation or. Oh right, I'm the archon quest. See, I should actually work on my Fontaine reputation so I can get like hiding. There you go. Oh, I need to actually play Genshin daily. I'll write that in my planner.
Oh no. What happened here?
Actually, spend your time to use your resident. Okay, I guess they just take all the scissors for Ape here.
Navia should be around here, right?
That music doesn't bode well. Oh, there's still a person here. Oh, so tell me that person on 14 guy.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof.
Oh shit.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
Okay, there's a.
All right, just hurry.
I guess they've already evacuated by themselves. Nice going, Daddy Rodilla.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
I don't know, you're currently living right now.
My Desiree.
Dang it, I think I just mocked you about your kid dying.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
I feel like we're supposed to be feeling sad right now with this sad music and feeling a bunch of tragedy upon all this stuff conflicted memories, but apparently I'm heartless. Oh crap.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there.
Okay, I guess they didn't presume we were gliding there.
Are you okay?
Yeah, she's not okay.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Poisson.
Yes.
I think
As
I
you can
butchered
see,
that
the water level
pronunciation.
suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Put primordial water in those sea waters.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't care about
Where were we?
NPCs.
The situation
I'm sorry.
in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the water.
I mean,
But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
I don't care about like people with no pre-establishment. I
The
guess.
rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere.
Okay.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved.
Okay, actually all the dissolve. Okay.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
I'll put on my sad face. Do not seem like a dick.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
Okay,
The
Navia.
water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
Seriously though, I don't think we'll till all streaming, no way. Imagine this would never happen. Till all never streams. Uh-oh. Once in a lifetime XP. Anyway. I don't think there's an actual casualties to the events in Gantry Bar, so that's big.
No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
Why does this thing feel like I'm supposed to be like sad over this tragedy? That makes me kind of want to laugh.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Sorry,
I only
Navia.
wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Oh yeah, she just saw her citizens under protection killed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Alright.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Oh my goodness, they got dissolved.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
They were dissolved.
I'll be right there.
They turned into water.
Sorry, I need to go for now.
Wait, I think her father, like, basically
And now she
sleep
goes.
was close to her god
Seems it might be a while before she
Oh.
can take a break.
or something.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we're done with doing the mess. So, do the grave, I guess. Genshin Impact Global Warming DLC. Yes, rising sea waters. Makes the land unlivable. Literally kills people.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't
So
think there'd
true.
be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Global Warming DLC.
That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
Okay, bro. Oh wow, they animated the tears and made teardrops on the dream model. It does look a bit
Navia,
strange.
what's wrong?
It
Sorry.
close up.
I just... Malus and Silver, they won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I
I
was the
won.
one who initiated it.
Read the room.
They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read the room here. I'm just like, cool.
And they were caught in the seawater.
I have enough emotional investment in Navia for this.
What should
I'm sorry.
we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone.
Okay, he knows the funeral
just
of a
can't-
dead body. But I guess
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine
Oh,
in
the
front of Master
generic
Callus's grave.
NPC looks. But it ain't even photo. Only their unique outfit suffers that from other NPCs. Wow. You're destined to die.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here
Rest
isn't
in
half bad.
peace.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
Yeah, I need to change the stream title to which I have no. In which I am.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle?
In which people suffer losses and I stay here and I'm just like, yes.
Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Generic NPC.
Everyone ends up here sooner
Yeah,
or
they
later.
keep.
no
They
matter who
get to
you
be used like NPC designs
Buying
all
yourself
the
a plot in
time.
advance, are you?
They can just recognize that. Ah yes, I've seen this NPC feature before. Ah yes, this NPC hair. Ah yes, this NPC face.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
Sorry, it's too long since I played 4.0.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Oh, all your ties to your dead die.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right.
Your other
I'll
parental
remember
figures
your
died.
request. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
Really, you just scoop some primordial seawater and then you bury the primordial seawater. Guys. Yeah, he was dissolved in this water. There's some remaining. Such a dark joke. There's some of him remaining in it. Maybe there's 1% of that guy in that water. Trust.
I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Sucks though.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Luce and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them.
Well, some people. You want to help. They value you a lot. Help you. That's incredible. Right.
I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina,
Names mean that.
Daisy Ray,
Oh, Desiree.
Joinville,
Oh, the guy's father.
Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver.
Range of actual deaths though. Funny. Definitely not a turn I expected to get to, but like.
So,
Yeah.
everyone else is safe. But Still.
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
But it still hurts, bro.
Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
I am not the sort of person to be in this statistics trade for trade, am I right?
Really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last
Oh,
met.
hey, actually, you know, wait to interrupt the screaming section.
The knave? What are you doing here?
What the hell?
Is everything going well on your side?
Navia immediately went back to business. Cannot show weakness in front of this woman.
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
You went poker face.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Like they're really helping out.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I do not understand.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case.
Actually know.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
I will try to save up for it. Whether I actually do commissions is another thing, but yeah.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Okay, back
Don't
in the
say
grieving
that.
town. Right?
You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves.
This is what happens.
I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Ain't that what the Futui is doing in general? Actually, I'm curious if the knave is from Fontaine will dissolve in the waters.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Even though I probably should trust
Previously,
you.
it was the fortress of Meripede sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for Jolly Corporation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
You say about wounds, I completely forgot.
That's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
The kitchen impact climate change. So
Linny
true.
told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task.
Okay.
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see
Someone
you
would become
as such,
honorary
even though
Fatui.
you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Don't betray it, baby.
That somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
This is a threat, bro.
The intel
Don't
I
feel
just shared
happy.
about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Okay, let's go.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
Sorry, goodbye. We're going to wound ourselves.
All right. The ruins are to the south of
We're going to go
Poisson.
together, apparently.
Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it.
Oh, that is some distance away. I should not talk about it. That's... Teleport even closer. Okay. And now I can talk about my favorite topic of conversation. Well, I'm still deciding what kind of ink I kind of want to buy after my current pen runs out. Or be the hashtag first ink ball I buy. So I'm buying some cartridges that are... I'm also buying some cartridges that have nothing in them that can be sealed. Become steel. Because... It'd be nice to be able to keep some on hand. Outside anyway. I think. I basically gave 2 inks I liked and I asked my friend which one do you
These the
think was
ruins the Knave
better?
was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Alright.
Gliding me faster?
The team should be fine, alright? As long as we can carry this big shield of anything else. Well, Navia's in trouble. Okay, I guess. No, I don't even think her character, her kid's even an adult yet. A bit strange though, like I'm accompanying you in the ruins and then
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Here we go.
Gather!
Grow.
there we go. Within gliding, be faster. Ah yes. Thank you, Betty. We can surely glide in this space. Gliding would certainly be fun. Oh.
The floor here isn't safe.
If we glide, you would just drop to our depth, so I would like to hashtag not do that and you gain some stamina for it. Woo woo gang, woo! Woo! Bye bye, Lucha.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Oh, you sound very sad.
And a lot of it, too.
That's for sure.
And would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Okay, evil thoughts aside. Evil, intrusive thoughts aside. I didn't try to just push Navia down right now. She should go back safety.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get my mind wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No,
You're
you're
die.
right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
Looks like there's no way back, though.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
You get dissolved into the
In that
water.
case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either.
What can
I'll
you
go
even
together
do?
with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Alright.
Alright. Come with us for now then, but please be careful. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
So basically, if you land in the water, you essentially regenerate. I hear that if you not choose the dots. Okay, I'm not that evil person. Then what happens if you actually, let's see. Let's go for a quick swim in the primordial seawater. Oh, okay. That was pretty lame. I was expecting a bit more.
Brace yourselves.
I guess we can't actually just suddenly kill off one of the stable characters. I try to keep the intrusive thoughts in check. Do not push Navia, and she trusts you. She literally said all your grief. Gave about how important person
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
told you. Very much cares. Oh, interesting.
Wait, there's something
Oh.
wrong with this bridge.
Oh yeah, you're behind us. Oh, she actually just fell. Okay. Like, yeah. Run! I guess Navia just doesn't have enough speed for the rest. Alright, somehow we didn't get dissolved.
Demoiselle.
Help from inside the primordial seawater. and it's a weird color effect.
Mademoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Wait, no, I'm reviewing the past now.
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Maloose.
Hmm? Oh, was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
Sorry, couldn't wait. If only we glided, you know. If only we glided across the bridge. Isn't that what Benty always says? Wouldn't gliding be faster? You know, if Benty was here, you're just summon the wind current and you just get on it.
I must be
yes.
tired.
But yeah, yes, Benty made it.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
That's what happens when you don't listen to Benty. We follow the bridge and get dissolved by the primordial seawater. Next time, just remember that gliding is faster, baby.
Right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet.
Have
I?
Kojo, you're what?
This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine.
Something's
I
up.
was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Omega Law. Yes, laugh.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
What's going on?
Miss Navia. Mr. Maloose. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
All the mentioned stuff.
How
I'm assuming all these people would dissolve.
Been great.
Yep.
Thanks to your help, those bothersome... They were knocking at my door day and night.
I do not care.
Force is
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett.
Yep,
what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Maloose, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Ooh, is she realizing something at the
Fairly
end?
well.
Those words were awfully pronounced very slowly.
Wait. Something seems to be off here.
Yep.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
You're supposed to be dead.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
Wake up, Navia! You're trapped in a dream! Wake up! I'm gonna shake you right now. Wake up!
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do?
Like
what?
The very archon.
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you.
Your trial?
Wait, why would I need to go to the opera house?
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Is it because all the Fontaines are gonna get judged for
Yes,
this?
she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
All a dream. Wake up, and there's no prophecy. Everyone's alive. You know, save the day by making Celestia judge her dream of the entire copy of Fontaine instead of actually, oh, my VTuber died. Oh, VTuber, please stop, please. Okay. instead of herself.
Oh? Alright then.
She got help from Nahida, I guess. Maybe the model dies sometimes, but you know, waving my camera that seems to help. You know, waving my hand again, just
look, it's
send
Navia.
it.
She's here.
And her 2 attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
This is some dream sequence, alright.
There are a lot of people here to see the trial, and they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people.
Your trial, I guess.
Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Yeah,
hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded.
Doesn't sound like a judgment.
Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused.
What?
You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying?
One of us! One of us! One of us!
Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this?
Oh, just chatting.
What is there to discuss?
One of us join us, Navia. Join us, join the promoter seawater, and become one with the water. Water can take any shape. This pure water that I forgot that you realize. Just so weird though. Like, they're just standing trial and there's no argument. It's just, you're a judge.
Oh, well,
Receive your sentence.
if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
Wake up, Navia.
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
The companions are remembering. That back to
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Maybe cordial. Let's see.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
I'm still wondering what's the point of this.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro.
Oh, God.
Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness.
Yeah, what's with this water count thing?
Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice.
What the hell is going on with the what? Huh? What's going on? Like, what? This is about justice. How did this plot even start? Is the primordial seawater a form of justice? Huh?
Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
Looks like there's some hive mind shenanigans going on with the water.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
Oh my gosh.
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle.
Is this individual versus, I don't know, collective is a spooky, yeah.
And
That's for
that
sure.
is how we will enforce justice.
This is definitely a trippy dream.
My head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Ooh. That was a great shot right there.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Is this Silver and Melistic also alive because they're dead?
Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice.
This is a shade against democracy.
We are the will of all. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
We are the majority. It's just the democracy shade.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn?
How
could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just.
What was
Navia
that flashing
belongs
light?
to us.
I think I saw blue.
After all that happened, she should not
Oh,
be left
dear.
alone in Poisson.
Wait, what are you? Yes.
What are you saying? No more excuses!
Why are they all oceanites? See, I remember previously in 4.0 there was an oceanite person, but I don't remember anything except like it's in Defaulted or something.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
Oh, it's just because they all made of water.
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
They all suddenly gained the power of teleportation.
Silence.
Ooh, hey, Nubilette.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court.
Why is
The
Nubilette here?
accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial.
Was everyone judged like this? Or are they just doing this politically for Nubia?
The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
How did Nubilette get into this fancy
Our
dream?
thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Okay, but what makes Nubia so different that she can be saved by Monsieur Nubilette compared to you two guys?
Malus. Silver.
Oh, they're already
Quickly,
ocean.
you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Why can't they? Why would they defending her? Especially when they just became ocean. I have more questions than answers now. Hello?
No, wait!
Aritia. Oh, Sarah. Sorry. I do not know what those words means, but hello.
Navia?
Somehow she came back from the promoted
You're
water.
awake?
Somehow Nubilette. Okay, I guess that's why Nubilette showed up. Why is Nubilette here? How did he suddenly appear? Did we call him out for help?
I must have been dreaming.
Huh?
Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
I guess we'll get our answers.
It looks like you're all right.
Teleporting. So true. Nubilette can help. If Banshee can teleport, why can't Nubilette?
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water.
How do you even know we're in this cave? Did you speak to Archelino? Archelino only knows. Archelino's the only person who knows this. How did you encounter Archelino so far? I thought you were still back in the damn in your palace thing. Huh? I went really speed ran the cave.
You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
Okay, I guess that's why she could be saved, because she is almost at the brink of death.
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Oh yeah, I became an Oceanid.
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Okay, Monsieur Nubilette.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Let's start rating now.
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
You don't know how to speak to people.
Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so.
By the way.
Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
We're just gonna continue on with this casual chit chat. And Nubby's like, my father's friends.
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Yeah, you're still awkward.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Siegewing made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer,
This is the most obvious small talk tradition ever.
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents.
Oh yeah,
evacuate.
you went to Poisson. Okay,
They
I
had even
forgot.
transported a large quantity of supplies to the area.
I understand.
Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
Who would know you'd save Navia's life? Service instructor.
I'm sorry to have kept
Okay,
you all
video
waiting
game.
like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Sure. Sorry you don't get Nubila as a trial character now. Oh. Oh, this Applebee's perspective makes me suspect that
Watch your step!
the unstable path thing might happen, which is why okay, I guess it won't let you just walk upon it like that for fun. We'll be doomed if I didn't have bungee skill there. Oh shit. Okay. Those things are no joke. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe like we do getting back up there. And these things miraculously generate. Please. Don't laugh at me. I'm a good gamer, Kojo. Nothing happened. All what happened earlier was just an hallucination. That did not happen. This was my first attempt at this, and I successfully got past this without anything bad happening. I did not fall off, and those steps did not miraculously randomly get there.
There are rocks falling over here!
Do not laugh at me because I'm oh my goodness, not just Applebee stuff again. I was very calm. Nothing happened. I did not scream. I was not terrified. It's like they're testing new character.
Here we go! Everyone hold hands!
Brace yourselves. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Stabilize!
Yahoo!
There we go. True and real, so true. I'm so glad you agree. Oh no. I'm so glad that we all will know that I'm telling the truth. Of course. Certainly with nothing else to imply otherwise.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Alright, looks like we're gonna yeet ourselves 200 miles. You not sing copyrighted songs to the law. You not get yourself copyright strikes. You not feed any dots. Okay. Being bought characters so we can battle here.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Can Mitsuo double that as a hydro the Fontanian got dissolved in water. He's also a Mr. Dragon guy.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering.
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
Does look like a puzzle.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that...
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
I imagine.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed.
What
I
happened?
shall record the history of its future here in its past.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That's exactly what he said.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same.
Oh, Celestia.
She's facing this...
And that's the Hydro Archon.
What is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Must be Celestia.
Lady Furina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yep. What you doing, Nubelat? This is the
More
first thing
information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right?
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
Wait, can we look at them together? The issue is the order of
That's
the
right.
images.
If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
What sin are the people in the images confessing
If we
to?
go by timing, Lady Furina only emerges in the third image.
Yep.
That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
As I presumed.
Jiria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records.
Wait, I
the
wanna see that
previous
again.
Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
That looks like a mature lady. Or
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not,
those are people.
why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Furina.
I don't think she knows anything either.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Do we even know how to head back?
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's see, who created slates? Okay. Seems like we don't have to worry about how to get out with this convenient teleporter just right here. Okay, dokie. Sure. I guess that's just about then. Just
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
I'm gonna go take a nap then. We'll all defeat Epoxy.
Just head back to the Fluvsandra and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone.
I thought we were gonna talk to
Traveler,
Furina.
I will go talk to Furina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates.
Oh, I guess
I'm
people
sure that
still
you're
need
concerned about this
sleep
matter as well.
that.
If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem?
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
Yeah, Furina's supposed to do that.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
And she always felt like she depends on them.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandra is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Furina, a strange archon. May not be an actual archon.
We're finally back!
Probably the actual archon is
Welcome
away.
back. We've got a special.
Yay! And there's good food too! Ooh, desserts! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Bona?
That voice. Is that who I think it is?
In the 4.2 archon quest, I was not expecting you.
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
What are you doing here? Bona! Yep, Kojo. Dude, I didn't expect to see her. You don't usually see characters from previous, not from the region in a different region in the archon quest. Did the stars not tell you we may meet here?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
And yeah, I guess Mona makes sense to be in this class when it's all about fate. Can you defy fate into like fate is written in the stars? It's the ultimate line or something.
Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well,
I hope she
have some
isn't.
business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add.
Hey, what happens to the prophecy about it when they're Fontanians instead of outside Fontaine? What? Cause like, what's the circumstances of the water? They're not gonna like feel the water's not gonna resolve Fontaine outside Fontaine who's not in Fontaine, right? I was gonna be like, really just flood the entirety of Tibet.
Why did you think
Don't
I was from
so.
Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name.
Okay, she's actually from Mondstadt. Interesting. I didn't really think he was from like any specific place, but she's actually a Mondstadt.
There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
I'll give you the Mondstadt wings then.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
What is your master's name?
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a
I'm
long
not gonna
one.
remember that.
Does it also mean great?
I feel like that's gonna be important information later on, but just did not remember any of that. What was Mona's Triple Manias or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
Or triple appetite pie bar.
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Right, we're asking because of the
That's a
prophecy.
good thing, then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's water.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona? To all Trismegistus. Could be a thing. I could pick that up. I don't have a surname. All doesn't have a surname after all. Oh, Trismegistus. I changed my channel name immediately. I'm no longer just Toll. Y'all gonna call me Toll Trismegistus. Full name all the time. In fact, Toll Prime Potatoism Magistus. No Toll, no Toll, no turd. Oh, whatever. Total Trismegistus.
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
So what, is the next level from an astrologist a visionary, or are they just two different studies?
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it.
Okay, it's the next level, I
bet
guess.
there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar. Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Interesting. I thought you had no contact with your master.
Mona, you're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
See, in our defense, we don't know any other astrologists.
Indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
Okay, bye-bye, Mona.
There she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Oh, keep it down, bro.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. That's more like it.
Alright, we're supposed to go sleep and then talk to Furina.
Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Novelette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Time for teleportation. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Let's go see what Furina has to say about all this. Actually, I do want to think a bit more about the prophecy right now. Do I have any thoughts about it? No, actually. I'm just actually curious. And I'm curious why nobody identified this guy on to be Celestia. You don't have any information going off of computers now. Except there's supposed to be one missing slate, which I presume is the sin that the Fontainians committed.
Is something wrong?
Or the previous Archon.
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute.
Ooh, they don't often dispute.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not?
That's a good question.
Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean they're all...
Oh, look at the eyes.
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that.
And yet she should know as the Archon.
You found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 featured different images that seemed to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon?
Yeah, even all the... most of the Archons knew something about... yeah, predecessor. Like, Raiden knew A, and then Nahida... literally was related to...
My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
But yeah, she doesn't really seem to know anything about Archon
All
shit.
gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
He's pissed.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Furina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be. nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
Look at how the camera hides her face before she goes into a superficial personality act.
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it.
But she doesn't say shit about
There's no
that.
point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me. You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again.
Okay.
The opera's about to start. Toodles!
What the hell? You're just running. Look at her face like that.
Did Furina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
Yep,
I
it's
assume
definitely
you've
weird.
been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed. Seems Furina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue.
Everything is going to be okay. Like, what kind of secret do you have? What, does the result of your secret is the result not work if we know what it is?
Still, I do not
At least tell us
understand.
that.
Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
She at least like we should like. Yeah, I can't tell you anything because if you know the solution won't work out, but it's just like I'm doing something. Trust. Or it doesn't really.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to.
It's not superficial deceived in her eyes, and eyes were shaking. So I think she does actually know the severity of the situation. So I'm not sure.
A situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But
okay.
Furina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions.
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can.
Okay, what crime are we indicting her for?
If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In this case, we will need help.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Navia. I knew it. Yeah, she helped us lawyer, so obviously it'll be Navia. For sure. You will be convicted of slaying you hard. So true. She indeed slays very hard. Indeed, this is very
Smart of you
cool.
to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved
Oh,
in a
that-
disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
Okay, I guess that makes sense that we're going to these guys to help because they do care. But like, I thought we were going to Navia, who did lawyer before, but I guess she's too busy taking care of the Spongia di Rosa.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's
That's
thing.
what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
Saying as a doing error to the prophecy. Uh-oh.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
I do love doing error to the prophecy.
Lend me
Oh
your
yeah,
ears,
Navia's
everyone.
here.
Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Okay, we need to invite Navia.
No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
An archon, wait, dragon sovereign, the traveler, a traveler from another world, the descender, a floating fairy thing, and 3 for 3 agents walk into a bar.
That was a little
Plus
long-winded,
chlorine.
don't you think?
Plus Navia.
You might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something.
We should have brought Wachowski
As for
here.
what that is,
I guess
well,
he's busy too.
let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Wachowski is
Oh,
smart.
How intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
Oh, what relationship do these two people
I
have?
see.
I didn't know even know
And
they
what
knew
does
each
my
other.
boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
Yeah, let's get around business. Enough of this chit
In that
chat.
case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
NACL. What does NACL mean? North. Oh, that's a ship name. AG.
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee
I
Hunters.
feel like I've heard this before. This is artifact
Though
lore.
that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but
Oh,
rather
Navia
various monsters
Chronicle,
left
yep.
behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work.
I'm
They
red
even
of.
left a unique methodology
Not
of
like
hunting
a
in their wake.
recharactered lore of characters can be released yet. I have no idea why these two even know each other.
A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare.
Yeah, we gotta tune it to the
Our line of
Archon.
work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
Be careful, Lily. Your ego is showing.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably use some
Let
sort of
him cook.
mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels,
He's
mice,
indeed
and
cooking.
such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind.
I don't know what trap Lily's cooking off, but we're not capturing rabbits.
I
We're
remember that
capturing
you liked those
Archon.
too, didn't you?
Oh, you know Chloe enough to remember
And that
what
would be a
traps
good way
she
to go about
liked?
it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
Is the one with no
I would
experience?
like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
He's a gentle guy.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
So, are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
That's right.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Do not call this hunt, because that's what you should not do at present, nor does the relationship between you and Furina reach such a dire stage. We need the secrets that she is keeping. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. We should get our daily commission rewards before the entire city bursts into water. Sounds like a grand old thing we should do first before we become unable to sing. Reputation quest, imagine that. Figured out will just be just fine. Alright.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening. Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh? Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but well, it's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all.
Who did?
Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
I didn't think we used to go so long. Oh, don't be though. Ooh, I've experienced in the same meetings. Don't we know? Okay, hello Mona's master, I assume.
Who's that voice?
Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Wait, are you the Sumeru guy?
You are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
I don't even really remember what happened then.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong.
Oh, like Mona.
You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously.
You remembered.
I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Yeah, I know. Imagine having a memory. Who are you?
Consider me a passerby. Just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Yep, you are from that had to... Allow me to ask you.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Teyvat so easily be changed?
There it is again. Fate. Actually, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what the spell attempt to change fate is.
Ah, so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods. Could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about?
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change.
I kind of think I get what she's talking
Fate shall
about.
serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
The voice. It's gone.
Is this the clue you're leaving for us? Still don't know what to do though.
What? I want to hear someone talking.
Thanks for the info, I guess.
Alright. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Oh, Mona's back.
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist?
Oh,
I'm in
Charlotte.
full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
If you know your fate is just sit down there and die, then like... no hope left. Might as well just sit down and die.
Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Huh?
You can do anything about her.
Gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Not surprised.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But they must really stay in shape to live so long.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes,
Okay.
she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there
You
is still a
mean
way to turn
Paimon.
things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now.
True.
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now.
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So
Fate.
far as I have seen, it cannot be
In
swayed.
quotations.
But even so, I still hope for and believe in miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful.
Beautiful.
Perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did
Okay,
originally
dokie.
think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start
interesting.
talking about work-related
It's okay.
I need to get going.
And it's important to the lore as well.
It
so,
was
you
worth
know,
trying to comfort you, even if only
we
a little.
speak more.
I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
Paimon feels kinda moved by what Mona said. But also kinda sad, too. Hey, Traveler. Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Interesting. Not really sure what this walk will bring us, but let's go. Little walk it is. Let's go on a walk, shall we?
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper. Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blonde adventurer with their white fairy, legends trailing in their wake. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
Oh, she's such a good
She hasn't been
stalker.
able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead? Ugh, seriously? Well, fine.
Okay, that was not relevant at all to the Archon quest. Why were we even shown that? I suppose it's an interesting resolution. That thing that Charlotte talked about earlier.
We're here! Paimon's hungry.
Ah, yes.
Should we go in and get something to eat?
Yeah, Charlotte would be a good stalker or a good private investigator. Unfortunately. Why did we go to this fancy high-res restaurant?
Quick! Look! That's the limited edition only 16 slices a day cake! It was so
right.
delicious the last time we tried it! Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go! Paimon's sure it'll be great!
I think the prophecy made people not care about buying such a cake.
One slice of cake, please. Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Okay, this
Every
is relevant.
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore?
But why would it close?
Why are you implying this
Paimon
scenario?
doesn't know either, but maybe...
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today,
It
then
is
you
a
should
nice
carry on.
message.
That's what people call living.
I mean, I guess that's true. This is just like people try to show people's reactions, potential reaction to the prophecy, I suppose.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Paimon is doom posting. I know, right? Stop doom posting Paimon.
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food.
I don't
I've
think
got something
Sagri
else to
knows
do,
a
so
lot
I'll be
about
going
this
now.
place
You
either.
do try to stay in a good mood
About
after
humans
eating, all
either.
right?
About food, though I guess you can shoot about food, but that isn't always the way. And I guess it depends on the person.
Alright, let's dig in. Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious.
Like, yeah, you might as well just
It's
enjoy
more
it.
delicious than last time. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
The green seems you should go pie eating. Bro. The green wants everyone to get binge eating disorders, guys. The best coping mechanism of eating.
Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a
Go pie eating, guys. Things sure bad things. It surely will not have a reverse effect on your diet if you always cope by eating.
You've got some nerve.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you.
Really?
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're...
Okay, maybe I should skip through dialogue from this actual
Nice. In which
playable
case,
character.
can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveler and Paimon?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
I want to go back to the plot.
Of course it doesn't.
I guess it's
That
part
was
of the
more
plot.
like live photography.
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it.
Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Few days.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh, that's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow.
Ugh.
If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy.
I agree,
Just
Charlotte.
think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless.
I also agree.
And then do you know
Yeah.
what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
That's so nice. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Country, like, what do you do if the world ended tomorrow? I don't know, man. I think people in real life did,
Breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
at times where they actually believe the world will end tomorrow.
Paimon's been thinking,
Yes.
if it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do? No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do? We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
This is Genshin's message to existential dread or the fear that you're just gonna die. If you die, that you're just gonna keep living until you die.
You mean, still traveling?
It's pointless to think about when you're gonna die or something. You're just gonna live until it happens.
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
Do what you love until you die. I suppose. Do what you want to do. Nice calm day before everything goes to trash.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Meripede, that's for sure.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Yes, inside the Opera House.
A riot?
Ooh.
Well, that said, Lady Furina was watching a performance at the Opera House, loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow.
So people have started to put the blame on Furina.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
So what happened after that is...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Furina had gone.
So, you mean...
That's right. The Marechaussee has dispatched many people. That said, I don't
I guess
think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry,
Feel free.
this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Ah, is that so? Well, all right then.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Furina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
You say what you want about that. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't give anything that would absolutely ruin the story spoiler. So you about hit a point. Oh shit. So if you stop now, now is the time.
And as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone.
Okay, it's been 2 hours. How long do you think this next segment would take? Because if it takes longer than 2 hours, I'll probably just drop off. I think I could potentially stream another 2 hours, but 3 is a bit of a stretch.
When Nervillet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse.
3 hours. Okay, I'll probably end then. After this conversation dialogue, and I need to figure out a different thumbnail for this. You can't skip 3 hours. Right, good to know. I'll continue this part tomorrow then.
It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today.
Rita did attempt to hide when she was attacked by
Archon.
Archon.
Furina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too. Cool. In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come.
Okay, good to know. Alright. Time to end the year for today. As before, I collect all achievements first. I think I need to figure out how I want to change this thumbnail. Use something else. Because it definitely does not accurately depict the stream. But I don't even what the events. This is more of hang out with Navia. Plus everyone else. Maybe I'll just keep the thumbnail, but I don't know what to do tomorrow. I'll definitely stream tomorrow on the same time for the next part of the Archon quest. Once I will end the stream promptly after saying this. Thank you for watching the stream, and goodbye.